We are on the record with file number 22-186783, J.P. Morgan Chase Bank versus Marcus Campbell, date and time for pretrial appearances.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Jim McCardle on behalf of J.P. Morgan Chase, P numbers 82443.
And your name, sir?
Name for the record is I'm the authorized representative here on special appearance, the director and the beneficiary of the legal name of Marcus Campbell.
Are you Marcus Campbell or not?
I am.
All right. Where are we on this file, gentlemen?
Well, Your Honor, I filed a motion for summary disposition. I've received a notice from the court saying that this was a final settlement conference, but I was hoping that the court was going to take up my motion for summary disposition. I've not received an answer or any kind of a responsive pleading to my motion for summary disposition. There have been numerous filings by the defendant, virtually none of which I understand. So that's, as far as I'm aware, what the status of the case is.
Mr. Campbell, did you receive his motion for summary disposition?
I have sent a brief. I sent a brief to the courts.
Sir, are you listening to me?
Did you hear what I just said?
No.
I just said I answered. I sent the brief.
I asked you if you received his motion for summary disposition.
Yes, I have.
Okay, so then I'll just calendar it. That's all. Is there anything else outstanding?
Not that I'm aware, Your Honor.
Anything else outstanding, Mr. Campbell?
Yes, I do have something.
What
I did respond to the courts and to the complainant.
Okay.
But before this matter go any further, I would expect 21 days and a provided proof of claim of evidence of the legal and lawful authority of the public to bring this to me.
Okay. Sir, you can file whatever motion you want. Right now, I'm going to calendar Mr. McCardle's motion for summary disposition. That if you want, you say you filed an answer to it, we'll be prepared to go forward then. The motion for summary disposition, gentlemen, will be heard April 10 at 11 o'clock. We are going to call file number 22-186783, J.P. Morgan Chase versus Marcus Campbell, date and time for a motion for summary disposition. Could I have your appearances?
Of course, Your Honor. Jim McCardle appearing on behalf of J.P. Morgan Chase.
Bar number
82443.
and your name, sir?
Marcus Campbell in special appearance.
Mr. McCardle, this is your motion.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, we had issued demand to the defendant on March 15th of 2022. Receiving no answer, we then filed suit against the defendant on May 13th of 2022. Proof of service was finally obtained on September 26th of 2022. The answer was filed on November 14th of 22, and then we subsequently filed our motion for summary disposition on 12/15/2022. A series of responses, as it were filed, the last of which is a response to plaintiff's counter defendant's motion to strike, in which the defendant has a number of things, but the chief among them, in paragraphs 5 and 6, the defendant agrees with our motion, the allegations in our motion, that he's in default, and that there is currently due and owing a balance of $18,610.79. And then in paragraph 8 in our motion says defendant's answer fails to refute the obligation of the plaintiff. The response is defendant counter plaintiff agrees. However, defendant counter plaintiff's pleadings are not redundant, immaterial, impertinent, scandalous, or indecent in manner. So I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. The upshot of this is, Judge, there's one other thing. He suggests in his paragraph 1E that my client is practicing law without a license. Well, we're here on behalf of our clients, so my client corporation is not acting without an attorney, so that's irrelevant. So basically, what I'm asking for is judgment in the amount of $18,610.79. In essence, because the defendant has agreed that he owes the money.
Mr. Campbell, your response?
I disagree, and I'll stand on my brief.
And you stand on your pleadings? Okay.
Which was
all right. The court's prepared to move forward in this matter. This is a motion for summary disposition filed on behalf of plaintiff and notice for hearing today. Plaintiff's motion for summary disposition was filed on December 15th, 2022. Following that date, the court register of action does not appear that any pleadings were filed by the defendant. Michigan Court Rule 2.116G4 is relevant here. A motion under sub-rule C10 must specifically identify the issues as to which a moving party believes there is no genuine issue as to any material fact. When a motion under sub-rule C10 is made and supported as provided in this rule, an adverse party may not rest upon the mere allegations or denials of his pleadings, but must, by affidavits or otherwise provided in this rule, set forth specific facts showing that there's a genuine issue for trial. If the adverse party does not so respond, judgment, if appropriate, shall be entered against him or her. No response was filed to the plaintiff's motion for summary disposition. However, in his earlier pleading, which is really not relevant because they were not, again, filed in response here, the defendant admitted that he owed the money. So that's going to be it. Court finds there's no genuine issue of material fact. Plaintiff is entitled to summary disposition as prayed for under MCR 2.116C10. Mr. Campbell, you have an absolute right to appeal my decision. That appeal must be perfected in 21 days today in the Wayne County Circuit Court. We are on the record. We're calling file number 22198-398. The file is entitled Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Marcus Campbell. Your appearances.
Yes, good morning, Honor. Michael Kirshenheiter for the plaintiff, P75722.
And what is your name, sir?
Marcus Jamel Campbell in special appearance for.
In special appearance for what, sir? You filed an answer here. All right.
Marcus Jamel Campbell, special appearance.
First thing I want to know is Mr. Kirshenheiter has filed a motion for summary disposition. Did you receive that motion, Mr. Campbell?
I'm not sure if I have, but I'm wondering if you all have my paperwork. I'm not sure if I did.
I have a motion filed by Mr. Campbell. My question is, did Mr. Kirshenheiter, did you receive his motion?
I perceive so.
Okay, so you got the motion for summary disposition filed by the plaintiff. Mr. Kirshenheiter, did you get the motion filed by the defendant?
Your Honor, I'm not exactly sure what we received. It just says brief and memorandum of law.
Yep. Okay, that's fine. We have that. Now, Mr. Campbell, my question
Yes,
to you is that your answer to the motion for summary disposition?
Yes, it is.
That is your answer.
Right.
Okay, so then neither side wants any discovery, and all I need to do is calendar your motion. Is that what you're both telling me?
Yes, as long as it.
Okay, here's what we'll do. The court will calendar for May 1st at 11 o'clock, plaintiff's motion for summary disposition. We will receive Mr. Campbell's pleadings denominated brief and memorandum of law and proof of service as the answer to that motion. This is 22198-398 Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Marcus Campbell. Date and time for a motion for summary disposition. Could I have your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeff Werber, P67124 on behalf of the plaintiff.
And what is your name, sir?
Marcus Campbell in special appearance.
Mr. Werber.
Yes, Your Honor. Today's the date and time set for plaintiff's motion for summary disposition pursuant to MCR 2.116C9 and C10. This was a Care credit card issued by Synchrony Bank. It was opened up on November 29, 2018. As the invoices attached to the motion reflect, the last payment made on this account was June 30th, 2021. At the time of charge off, it left a balance of $3,171.94, the exact amount the plaintiff filed the lawsuit for. Those monthly invoices were all mailed to the defendant at his current address, which he placed on his answer and his response to the motion for summary disposition. Defendant made payments on this account for almost 3 years, and has not shown that he ever objected to those monthly invoices that he received in the mail. He filed a general denial answer and a lengthy response to plaintiff's motion, but neither provide this court with the genuine issue of material fact or a true defense to this motion. So plaintiff requests that the court grants its motion for summary disposition today.
Mr. Campbell,
Yes,
your response, sir.
I sent a brief regarding the denial.
Yes, the
No.
court has had the opportunity to read your brief. And I thought it was an interesting set of matters that you set forth here. But I'm prepared to rule on this matter. Is there anything else you want to say in addition to what was filed?
Right, I have not contracted with them, and I do not wish to contract with them now. I just want to make sure that the brief is on the record, though.
I see your brief and memorandum of law and proof of service.
Yeah, so all of that is on the record.
I see it's
That's all I-
filed here, and I see
Yes, sir.
all.
That's all I need to know.
I know, for example, that you cite federal rules of civil procedure. I know,
Right.
for example, that you cite 28 USC 2403. I
Mhm.
further note, you cite MCR 2.614. Okay, I'm prepared to rule.
Yeah,
Having had an opportunity to read the pleadings both by Mr. Werber and by Mr. Campbell, the court is satisfied that there is no genuine issue of material fact. The motion for summary disposition under MCR 2.116 C10 will be granted. I'll send you gentlemen out of order. Did you attach an order, Mr. Werber?
Yes, Your Honor, there is an order attached to plaintiff's motion. It's right before all the exhibits.
I see it. I see it. All right, the
Right.
court will enter that today. Mr. Campbell, you have an absolute right to appeal my decision. That appeal must be perfected within 21 days of today in the Wayne County Circuit Court.